2, 1, 2. So safely around the first corner as we get set to go racing with what is a great looking field. Already one of them onto the grass around turn 2. BMW Race Drivers Series, 3rd round this weekend. At the moment it's the E30s out on track. One of the guys to watch out for will be the scholarship winner, Peter Bennett, out of the Sanyong Action Racing Series, out of the Utes. Joined us for a chat about the Sanyong Utes earlier today. Now he's out there making the most of his scholarship opportunity. Looking forward to catching up with Gordon Legg at some stage. Q-cut. Here is the man in his racing overalls and fresh from a 152 in the open lap.
Yeah.
For you?
They don't get much slower than that.
Were you happy with that?
Oh, look, I'm happy to return Nick's car to him in one piece and have had a good time.
All right, so
we're coming to the end of the first lap.
Yep, the E30's doing a good job, mate. Who's out in front at the moment? Number 6, our Peter Bennett, the scholarship winner. Yeah, really enjoying getting out of the Sangongs and into the B. Doing a good job, number 80. Phil Smurthwaite, one of the contenders you talked a bit about before, will be right up there as well. Sebastian Noble.
There's a bit of a brake lock up there by Lee, I think. Yeah, the number 7 car, Lee. He's dropped a fair bit back down the field and now coming under a bit of pressure. Best lap time so far is Shane Dias.
So it's Peter Bennett still out in front as we just make a few little weird technical adjustments to the setup here for the afternoon of racing. As we get, doing a good job, isn't he?
He's doing a very good job.
So we've got a flag out there at the moment. Black and orange flag.
Can't see the number.
Well, one of them just locking up number 67 round the outside. Where's he gone?
Still halfway around turn 1.
Turn 1, just getting locked up there. So it's still Peter Bennett out in front, followed by Shane Dias, Smurthwaite, and the
Nicholas Carpenter. He won't be pleased about that. He's now rejoined at the tail of the field.
8 laps for the race for the BMW E30s, up towards the top end of the field, and Bennett still smooth and fast out in front, 153.4. Shane Dias, number 57, has done a 153.8. Phil Smurthwaite, a 154. That's your top 3. Then it's Noble, Herbert, Rowe, Pitt, Belsham, Lee Zoltwanger, Carpenter, Torque, Shane Geddes.
So Nicholas Carpenter, who was the car 67, who was went wide at turn 1, he may have got pushed off there. He's currently second in the championship.
1, 2, 3. Big group of cars coming out of the hairpin onto the exit and the entry onto the back straight, the big long straight here at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park. Temperature certainly starting to warm up in the sunshine after the lunch break as they duck down in beside the complex. And I'll tell you what, Bennett's got momentum, hasn't he?
Yep.
And he's really showing why he was the Sangyon Action Race Series winner. Took that momentum in the end of last year and took it all the way in to take the title right at the end. Now he's transferred that into the BMW and doing a nice, smooth, fast, and probably really enjoying the ability and the agility of the Beamer.
Without being rude about the Sangyongs, it probably handles a little better.
Yeah,
well, feels like it does.
Designed to set up for him, being like a race car compared to a race ute. Good scrap further back down the field as these two. Look at these guys, number 7 and 84, right through turn 3, and so Ant Belsham and Lee Zoltfinger, they're having a great little wee scrap.
So Ant Belsham is currently 5th in the championship. So Peter Bennett, our race leader, leads the championship from Nick Carpenter. And Nick is currently...
Lee just locked up then and let Ant get a bit of a drive out of turn 7. But now he's got the chance to push him through 8 and 9. So Nick was what?
He's the one who went off at 10-1. He was second in the championship. So this race is not going to help him. So not much over 100 points separate out the top 5 in the championship.
So coming down the big long straight and still Bennett. Good handy lead, 1.5 seconds. See what he can open that up to.
Great battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Grant Rowe there in 6th. He's got a lot of years' experience in the series.
So Bennett's got that lead back out to around about 1.3, so just slightly closer in. Dias, Smurthwaite can't really make a move on 3rd at the moment, so they're nicely spread out. Then there's a good battle for 4, 5 and 6 at the moment. Further back down the field, battle groups right throughout. Big field of cars here. Good feature of these cars is their easeability to work on, driving,
and their reliability. I mean, some of these cars have been racing in the series for 12 years.
So one of them's just gone onto the grass, one of them's just got a bit of an issue, and now he's going to pull it up right out of harm's way, right by where the safety marshals are, and one of our camera crew. So he's just going to park that up. So obviously he's got the flashing lights on. Things weren't working well. What's happened to our race leader here? Bennett, right at the top. Looks like he either missed a gear, but he certainly slowed. Now they lock it up, going into turn 11. So Shane Dias has got a chance to grab that spot from Peter Bennett. It looked like he actually was going backwards or missed a gear, and now he looked like he's got back on the speed there. Because suddenly they're going to be 2 by 2 coming down the long straight, coming into the braking at the complex, and he's regained the lead. So something went wrong there for Peter Bennett. Shane pounced, got the spot. Phil Smurthwaite's having a good look for 3rd. And now it's game on as they come down across the start-finish line.
So Peter Bennett looks like in that car he's got a lot more straight line speed than Shane.
Yeah, Shane having a look down turn 1. He's going to try and muscle Peter Bennett round the outside. Looks like he's got it. Just late and hard and ducked it under brakes. Bennett having a look back around turn 2. They flow into 3, and all of a sudden, with 3 laps to go, it's a 3-way scrap for the lead, and the race is on.
Yeah, that's allowed Phil Smurthwaite to catch right up on the pyramid.
And now he's got the lead back, and Phil's having a look down the inside as Peter Bennett regains the top spot. It's a drag race coming out of turn 5 into 6 and down into 7. And Bennett, after losing the lead, regains it, loses it, regains it. All within the space of about 3/4 of a lap, and now all of a sudden the battle for the lead's become a 4-way fight. Bennett, Dyer, Smurthwaite, Noble, Herbert, Rowe, Pitt, Zellwinger, Belsham and Edwards. That's your top 10 at the moment. Fastest out there are 153.3, going down to 154.6 in the top 10, and the rest of the guys all around about that 155 mark. But all of a sudden, what do you think could have happened to Peter Bennett? Just missed a gear?
I'll report in later.
Coming out of turn 8 into turn 10, through 9. 9 and 10.
I'll send my army of experts off into the pit to ask questions. I shall report back later.
But he's been smooth and fast, and he's maintained that advantage and regained the lead, so he kept it cool under pressure. Doing a great job now as they come down through the complex onto the pit straight. Big 2 laps to go after this. Shane looking for a spot on the dais as well. It's Phil Smurthwaite having trying to get a toe. Oh, bit of a nudge, bit of a tap. Phil just on the braking there. And Peter Bennett didn't quite get the drive out of the corner. Then he got a nudge from Shane, and then Phil's having a good look down into turn 3, rides it over the ripples, lets it slide out. Now it's who's going to have the inside line into 4, and Phil looks like he's got the job done. Now it's all about the drive. Shane comes back and has the inside line to 7. And yes, Phil has to yield and duck back in. Good racing though. These guys having a real good crack. And suddenly, just Sebastian Noble's joined that party, so it's 2 wide going around turn 9. Out of 8, turn 9, and he does the Noble thing as well. Smart move, ducks back in behind.
So while they're all battling away, Peter Bennett's been able to pull about 58 metres away from the rest of the field.
Gee, what a crazy race. All of a sudden it was tight, now it's sort of wide open. Started off wide open. Now another one of the contenders, that Joel Herbert, having a look down the inside. Grant Rowe.
I think that's Grant Rowe.
In the green machine. Then Joel Herbert behind him in 161, so it's Bennett. This should be the last lap board coming out now. He should get it this time. But he's broken that little slipstream, 0.2 of a second.
Phil Smurthwaite making a move under braking.
Yes, can he make it into the complex? He's got the draft, snatches second spot.
Nice move.
Good clean driving. Suddenly Shane Dias is holding on to a place on that podium. So what are we, still 2 laps to go here? Okay, last lap board's out. So back around the top part of the circuit, and it's for Peter Bennett, number 80 I should say. He's on target for the win, if he can maintain that advantage.
Suddenly looks very comfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was chopping and changing all around the place there. They were having a good old scrap, having a crack at each other. But Phil Smurthwaite has certainly got up in 47. He's got a little wee breakaway on Shane. He's now under pressure from Sebastian Noble. Grant Rowe's hanging in there, and on the back is Joel Herbert, number 161. But here's the man. Regained his lead, kept his composure, doing a good job. Stick around. Coming up after this is going to be the Castrol Toyota Racing Series in their opening race for 4 of the weekend. A 20-lapper. Jonathan Green and Murray Taylor doing the live stream, and also trackside here at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park. You can go on to YouTube and just log into Castrol Toyota Racing Series. No doubt if you're enjoying the action here, SpeedWorks on YouTube. via SpeedWorks. You can check out all these great support classes. Peter Bennett, he really has benefited from the BMW scholarship, taking all that momentum from taking out the Senior Action Racing Series, and he's going to open the weekend with a good win in the E30s. Good skills. Peter Bennett, second place. Philip Smurthwaite, Shane Dias coming home to wrap up a spot on the Dias. The top three, then it's Sebastian Noble, Grant Royal, Joel Herbert, Dion Pitt, Lee Zeltwinger, Ant Belsham, and Alex Edwards going to round out the top 10.
Good race.
Next up for the BMWs, it's going to be the 2 litres. Time to go around about